Hashtag sad.
Such is life. One big disappointment.
No. That's you, Tony.
Yes. Sorry. I thought that was more of a universal thing, but maybe it's a more centric thing. Got it. Okay.
One big disappointment.
Good to know. Hey,
watch him with Dan and Tony. Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. It's like watching, yeah.
Welcome to Hey Watching with Dan and Tony. I'm Dan.
I'm Tony.
On this show, we talk about movies, and this week we're talking about a legacy movie.
I like that you put it in quotes. I like that. That's good. Because it's just a legacy to us, really, not to the world. You know what I mean?
Legacy movies are the movies that we have to do because we've done the first installment, so we do the second installment, or we did the second installment, and then we have to do the third installment because the new Avatar movie just dropped on streaming.
I saw it come on. I was like, well, there's 3 hours I'm never going to get back pretty soon. Jesus, Cameron.
And I mean, since this movie was only an hour 38, do we have to do another legacy movie next week? I don't know.
That's fair. This one was nice and quick. I'll tell you that. This felt good.
I won't say it wasn't painful, but it was.
Sure, but it was quick. It was a short night, you know?
You're like, is this? I guess we're in the third act. I guess this is the third act.
We're done. Is this the end? I guess so. Okie dokie.
Tony, why don't you talk about what movie this is?
Well, this is a movie in one of my favorite genres of all time, which is, of course, natural disaster movies. I love them. I am obsessed with them. I enjoy the first movie. I rewatched it this week.
Yeah. Good.
It's called Greenland.
Yeah.
It's interesting because that movie takes the genre and makes it very focused on one family, as opposed to most of these natural disaster movies. It's like, global things are happening, but we don't really care about the rest of the world in these movies. And I appreciate that. We follow one family, fuck everybody else. Good for you. And so this is Greenland 2.
Hold on. In Greenland 1, do they go to like a big boat and then get on a big boat that survives in the water? Was that a different movie we did?
That is a different movie. That's so funny. That is 2012.
I was thinking this was the sequel to the boat movie, and I'm like, where's the boat? Did we lose the boat?
Funny. So it's not super different. That's why it's so funny to me, because they spend that. So that's the John Cusack 2012 movie, and they're driving in a limo to get to a boat that survives the flood. And in Greenland, they're driving to a bunker. Just a bunker. So it's just like a hangout.
So the bunker they're in this movie was the bunker they drove to.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
What is interesting is at the end of Greenland 1, they open the bunker and they're like, it's been 9 months and there's no sign of radiation. And then birds fly by and they're like, life will begin again. And in this movie, they're like, there's so much radiation everywhere. What are we going to do? And I was like, uh-oh, that's not right, guys. You set that up differently. But it's cool.
So we're doing Greenland 2 Migration.
Sorry, yes.
Or if you're reading the titles, Greenland Migration. They left the 2 out in the titles.
They left the 2 out. You don't need 2. They get it. People get it.
Yeah.
We know.
So in this one, they have to leave the bunker and then go to France.
In 22 hours, I think, give or take. Really quick. They're going really fast.
Oh, it's a little long. It's like 3 days, I think.
Are you sure?
Oh, maybe 4 days. I don't know. I mean, the boat trip from Greenland to the UK.
About 15 minutes, as far as I can tell.
It's going to take some time.
I don't think so, Dan. I don't think so. It was about 30 seconds of movie time, so I don't think it could be that long.
Now, do you have anything to say about this movie?
I have a ton to say about this movie, but most of it is in conjunction with the first one, how different the two are, in my opinion.
Okay.
But this is one of those movies, and I don't remember if you told me this or if I read this somewhere, but there's in writing, you always want to write something that's like, this happens because this happened.
Sure.
Or
that's the
or
South
this
Park. That's the
happens,
South
so
Park.
this happens.
That's
Yes,
the
so
South
that's
Park
what you
guys.
told me this.
Yeah.
This is a movie that writes the then. This happens, then this happens, and then this happens, and then maybe this happens. I don't really know or care. It's so disjointed between its scenes,
Well,
and it happens so quickly. We don't live in anything. People die, and we just like, okay, forget that guy. We'll go on to the next guy. Oh, no, he's dead. Oh, see you later. And I know that movies do that. I know we kill the side characters, but usually there's maybe some sort of emotional weight to people that you've spent time with in the movie. These people don't care about anybody but themselves. And I guess I love that. Good for them.
Well, it's like when the final person from the bunker that's with them, the woman, she dies, and you're like, I have no idea what her name is. You know,
Nope.
I really have no idea what her name is.
Sure don't. Nope. I don't know anything about her other than she just was tagging along. That's it. She's just, there as a resource that we can kill later for no reason whatsoever.
What was that?
Although her death was cool. I will say that. Her death was my favorite death in the movie.
Didn't she just get shot in the back of the van?
But they're just driving. They're playing games in the van, and all of a sudden the window shatters and she slumps. And I was like, damn, that was cool. If I cared about her, even just a little bit, if I knew her name, if I knew why she was a part of this group, if I cared about her whatsoever, that would have been a really hard moment. Instead, I just laughed. But I think it could have been good if you would have made a better movie. It's a fun idea for a scene.
There's one of these zombie movies. I think it's one of the UK ones, and the people they end up kind of going towards this one high-rise building where they see a light up in there, and they have to navigate the stairwell, and there's people, and they have to get in, and then they eventually have to leave, and then they have to trek somewhere, and you meet in a movie like that, you're constantly meeting these truly colorful characters.
Yeah.
Who you get thrown in with, and then they die, and you're like, oh shit, I like that person, or this person dies, or this person, you're like, that's what these movies are supposed to be about.
I mean, Walking Dead made 8 seasons of that conceit. that one tool they stretched out for 10 years, and people were like, yeah, this is a good show. I still like it. So you could do it for 90 minutes. It's possible.
You got to come up with some characters and situations that you're like, I'm interested to be here. There's a conflict in this place, as opposed to, I arrived here, the person's nice, the person feeds us, the person gives us a vehicle, we leave.
Correct.
That movie. Yep. That's what happens in this movie 3 or 4 times, and that is literally the whole movie. There's almost nothing to critique in this movie because there's no conflict in this movie.
That is correct. The only thing that I would critique, and maybe you can explain it to me. Yeah. I don't understand the end of this movie, Dan. Full stop. The last 25 minutes is confounding to me. Who's at war?
Oh, the evil, the Ruskies are coming to take the West's lands. Yeah.
Which lands? Why? What are we talking about?
So let me tell you the premise of the movie. Right?
Please, God, someone explain this to me, because I'm watching this and I'm like, why are these people shooting each other? Okay.
No, it makes I shouldn't say something crazy like it makes perfect sense. But
this is the best movie ever written. It makes perfect sense.
There's a rationale to the movie. Okay, the concept is this 5 years after the first one?
Yeah, somehow. Yeah.
So
yes, it's
5 years. Don't quite Did they have the kid in the first movie? Were they traveling with the stupid kid?
He's a child. Yeah. Oh, dude, you should. Yeah, it's good. He's diabetic, and they forget his medicine, and then they don't get to go on the plane because he's diabetic, and they're not allowing people with diseases into the bunker because you're just going to be trouble. So they actually get kicked out of the plane that goes to the bunker, which is great because those planes explode anyhow. It's pretty fun. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
They actually do some stuff where there is
They do some
you
stuff.
have to make a few
He had a
choices.
long time to write this movie. That's all I'm going to say. This is 5-6 years in real time as well. He had a lot of time to think about, like, hey, what could happen? What are some cool things? And instead, we didn't do that. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, explain to me this
idea
movie.
is a comet hit the world, and then that
Yep.
upheavaled and caused problems and killed a lot of people, and also screwed with the ecosystem. Also caused problems, atmospheric problems, which, if you had volcanoes going off, it could put a lot of garbage into the air, and
It's probably bad.
that could, that could exacerbate your asthma and whatnot.
Sure.
But
Classic.
the comet didn't just come down and do its thing. The comet also left other bitty comets up there that decide to come down whenever they decide to come down, which is the thing that you'd be able to track probably and pay attention to. Maybe. Who knows?
You probably could if we had an infrastructure, but that seems like it's gone. So who knows?
Well, yes and no. So the idea is their bunker falls apart at a certain point in the movie, and so then the place they want to go to is the initial major impact. And in the here we have we have impact. We have a huge crater which has pushed up walls on all sides, and so magically there are tails that inside there the air is still good. So bad air outside, bad air can't get into this crater. And then in that crater, in addition to it being safe from that, it's also like a paradise because life has come back to, it's sort of churned up the ground, like you plow the ground, and this is sort of a perfect area. So,
which I do all the time in my video games, so I get it.
The West, since it's in France, that counts as Europe / the West. So they want to control this. It's going to be like the breadbasket. That was the whole thing. Like America is, we had the Midwest, and that was the breadbasket where all the wheat was grown and all that. And that was the important part of America for a long time. Now technology.
Sorry, guys.
Important. Yeah. Now we don't care.
Tough.
So the idea is that the Ruskies are coming down from the east, and they're trying to take it over with their military forces.
But they're not really.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
sort of is the right answer, because once you're into the valley, there's nothing. Nothing was happening. There's no fight.
No, it's green. Oh yeah, no, because they can't, because they're protecting it.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. It turns out you're telling me they're protecting 360. I don't think so. And then it also doesn't feel like there's any civilization in there.
You're looking at logistically. I'm sure there's people living in little houses down there because I
am looking at it logistically, because we walked through, quote, a war zone, and I was like, is the whole thing a war zone? Because once you get into the canyon, there's no war. There's nothing. I just don't buy it.
Well, it doesn't. War is so different. You'd have to postulate a very different true scenario of war, right?
Sure.
Because every sort of era of war is fought in a different way, right? Like World War I was trench warfare, very specific places where they fought over 20 yards of things for 10 years. Like, I moved 1 foot forward. We got pushed back, so, and that was one of borders and all that. But then, after that, then you had V2 rockets, and you had bigger rockets, and you had B-52s that could fly very far in the sky and then blow up things, so it's every war, now we're in a war, and it's the truth. It's all about drones. The entire shape of the military in the next 10 years is going to be completely different. It's going to be completely different than what it was 10 years ago. It's like all the things that we're like, this is the important thing. It no longer is that way if you want to like do it, smaller scale wars, So war's always changing, and they did not really postulate a new way for this war to occur, and it doesn't make any sense. What it should be is that there's, fiefdoms. You're always doing these things, and every one of these is you have fiefdoms where it's like we go back to the way it used to be, where it's like I'm an asshole and I control this amount of space, or I'm a good guy and I built a wall and I'm keeping the assholes out. That is how every post-apocalypse has ever worked.
Sure. Yeah,
because because that's what would happen.
We like to group together.
Yeah, and in this movie, anytime we start talking about the use of what your material goods, right? Because that's what it is about. In the future, it's like whoever has the food is going to be in control. Whoever has the guns is going to be in control.
Yeah.
They've decided to write Dan Goodsell lines in to completely invalidate that concept.
And I listen.
Which is insane.
I respect.
Which is insane.
It is insane because I respect the notion of the Dan Goodsell line. I can respect it where you're like,
no. The Dan Goodsell line still works, but it just doesn't make any sense now.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you can write the Dan Goodsell line, and I'll respect it because what the if you're new to the show, by the way, what we're calling the Dan Goodsell line is when something strange is occurring and you do one line in your movie to explain it away in a way that doesn't really make sense, but the audience is like, okay, they told me what it is, and now I have to go along for that ride.
It's addressing the thing so that you don't sit there going like, what the fuck?
What is happening? You got to tell me something. And I respect it, and normally I'm all on board with it, but when it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, even a line, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, that's not going to work for me. And I think the problem is the first movie, while obviously it's wild, it's ambitious, right? It still feels grounded, and everything in that movie to me makes a modicum of sense.
Oh, okay.
This movie, I'm like, what are we talking? What are you can't just say that and I'm going to believe you because this is crazy. Everything that happens is too wild in this movie. It's too much.
Well,
and then go.
This movie starts with your classic thing you start the movie with, which is sending your character out into the wasteland to do something. And that something is usually go get food, right? That's what you always do. You send them out.
Nope.
They're going to go look for food. They're going to pick food back up and then bring it back. And that's the proof that this thing is surviving. This movie instead has them doing yoga and then saying we had 2 years of supplies and we just stretched them out to 5 years.
That is what he said. We had 2 years of stuff, and we've stretched it to 5 years. That's not how anything works. You can't just say, well, we made it last for 5 years because fuck you.
Five, and you got time for yoga. You got time for fucking yoga.
Everyone's pretty healthy from what I can tell. No one's like malnourished. No one's walking around like they've been starving for 3 years. They're fine. They're totally fine. Now, if you put that line in and then you executed people, like if you had some sort of lottery where people were just like, sorry, we got to get rid of some rations. Pow, you're dead. Then I'm like, okay, I believe it. You can't just make 2 years of rations last 5 years. That's too long. Maybe 2 to 3, I could believe. 2 to 5 is more than double. That doesn't work. It's crazy.
And it's unnecessary. You could just say we have 5 years of rations and we are running out.
Also,
or we had 4 years. What?
Your bunker collapses. That's your catalyst for people leaving. Why do you also need the food thing? Just say we're doing fine. We're doing great. We have a food source, and then your thing collapses and you have to leave. Great. It's the same thing they do with Gerard Butler's character where he's dying of radiation poisoning, and then we're just going to shoot him. So that doesn't matter anyhow. Why do two things have to be happening at the same time? It's very weird to me.
Oh, because they're trying. I mean, they're doing your classic thing. They're making up stakes, right? To say that they're running out of food, that means there's stakes. But then those stakes don't mean anything to the movie, right? If you make stakes and then don't make them part of the movie, then the stakes just evaporate. They're just like, oh, okay.
Why can't we just be like, well, we're out of food. Shit, we're out of food. We got to go, guys. We have no food. We have 2 weeks rations left. Take it, and we're migrating. Okay,
well, and that's what it's like he would. Okay, let's talk about the movie.
Okay.
Greenland 2 Migration 2026 hour and 38. We start with somber music. Comet hits 75% of the world is gone. 5 years later, fragments still coming back. They're forced to be inside, but there are green areas. Life is fighting back. We have a couple of photos of like a melted Eiffel Tower and a couple other things falling apart. And then we have like a little montage of the bunker and they're doing yoga. And you're just like, okay.
Yeah, just weird stuff. It's fine.
Our boy John, Gerard Butler, is out there on the surface wearing a mask, wearing a thing. The weather's fine. He's going down towards the ocean.
Real quick, why is he outside? We never really address this. And I understand that it's probably not a big deal to a lot of people. But to me, this is a big deal because it sets up right away that this movie has no idea what the frick it's doing. He's an engineer. He's a structural engineer. That's why he was chosen to go on into the bunker, because he can build things.
Do stuff.
Why is he outside?
Well, I mean, in the correct movie, he's there to find some new conveyance because they're going to have to leave the bunker because they're running out of food.
That's great, but he's not. So why is he outside, Dan? Can you tell me why he's outside right now? No, you can't.
Well, if I'm writing the movie,
you didn't write this movie.
So he gets down to the ocean, and then he says there's a few lifeboats. Which I mean,
have they never seen these lifeboats before? I'm confused.
Yeah, I think they're new. I think they've come in. The tides have brought them in. Like driftwood. The
driftwoods. Yeah.
And if you're writing the movie where they're trying to escape, he needs to go onto these and set up that there's gas in them.
That they work.
And they work. So later on in the movie, when they have gas in them and they work, we go, oh,
okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You did the thing before, so I believe you.
You set it up. So when they start driving these things, I was like, wait, what's happening? This works?
That's a great question. We said the same thing. We're like, they just know they're going to turn on this field. They're all running for these boats that they've never tested before. Oh, okay.
And everybody knows to run to the sea where there's light.
They know
boats are going.
They know exactly where they're going.
I would not necessarily run to the sea. I don't know where I'd run. I'd be like,
I'd run to these green areas they keep talking about because we don't really ever see those in real person.
Well, we kind of do. We see that one forest, and no one cares about the forest,
which is weird. If you would think that they would care. I don't know. I don't get a lot of the things in this movie.
Then he sees a big destroyer that sort of crashed, which he says was not there before. He climbs up on the destroyer. You're like, well, he should be looking for medicine, food, guns, the things you look. What does he look for, Tony?
A wrench? He's looking for a toolbox, I think. Is that what he's looking for?
No.
All right. What's he? A notebook? A flower?
Notebook with a pressed flower that tells them that life might be okay. I guess he never reads. He never reads from the notebook either, right? He just
that would be an interesting conceit, though, Dan. I like that. Like he opens the thing and he's like, "Oh, it's a flower. Where is this from? Let me read this book. Oh, this place has flowers." Nope. That doesn't happen. What a great idea that would have been, Dan.
and the bodies look like they're mummified or something. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on with that. A couple hundred years, maybe they've been dead. I don't know.
And I mean, the hull is breached. So if the hull was breached out in the middle of the ocean, it would have just been in the bottom of the ocean. So somehow it got
that's
here.
That's not how boats work, Dan. They float until they stop. That's it. Even if there's holes everywhere. Don't worry about it.
So, did this thing get hit by the meteor? Did it get hit by meteors here?
We don't know.
He doesn't say anything.
We don't know anything because he doesn't really look around the ship. We don't really like to figure things out in this movie.
He also has like somebody on the comms like talking to him. How you doing there, John? Never meet that person. Never have a relationship with that person. Don't know who that person is.
No, I wouldn't worry about him too much. Well, to be fair, he's really bad at his job. Which is what we're about to get to right now.
He's good at his job. Okay.
No, he's terrible at his job because the next scene he's like, "Oh, by the way, you're in a storm. You're dead. You're dead, John. Sorry, bud."
The storm comes up. That wasn't supposed to come up. It comes up in 30 seconds. He starts running it. It's like shooting lightning bolts at his ass. Woo, 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 woo. They sort of open a door halfway, and then they're like, "Yeah, you're not going to make it.
We're going to close it.
Sorry, John. You took a risk. We're not risking. We're leaving you outside to die."
Here's my problem.
What's your problem?
We get to see the storm He's running almost as fast as the storm.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that storm snuck up on you guys?
Well,
it's not that fast of a storm.
It moved fast over the water.
No,
very quickly over the water.
I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. The unpredictable, the guy is... If it's even close, you got to be like, hey, you got to get back, dude. You got to get back. You never know with these storms that are unpredictable.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
If you were writing the movie to make it tense and interesting, yes, you would do those things.
You would just have him stay out longer because he found something or is on the trail of something. And it's like, they're like, John, you got to go. The storm's coming. He's like, I got it. I'm almost there. You got to blah, blah, blah. Wait, hold on. And then he's caught in the storm. Don't be like, oh, shit. We don't know what happened. The storm's on top of you. You're dead. You're dead now, John. Sorry, bud.
You mean
that's so dumb.
He could have been in the medical office trying to get his son insulin, which the kid needs. Which
the kid has somehow had insulin for 5 years,
diabetes for 5 years, and it's had no effect. Yeah, I did not like that when they said he had diabetes, and I was like, I mean, and that's why you give them the asthma, right? Because you're gonna probably survive asthma. Diabetes, I don't know, you probably wouldn't survive.
It was really interesting in the first movie because forgetting the medicine is what separates them because he needs the medicine to live. And then when she tells the other dudes at the base, she's like, hey, my husband went to get my son's medicine. And they're like, medicine? What medicine? That's not on the chart. You can't go. And then they kick them out. It's a really nice moment. But then you're like, okay, but now he's been in a bunker for 5 years. How is he alive?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
You got to set up a thing where it's like, we got synthetic insulin. You got to say some words. You got to give us a couple words.
The Dan Goodsell line. Give it to me.
Those are words. Yeah, they're like, lucky we have a chemistry lab here where we can make synthetic insulin. Boom.
Great.
I'm going to be like, I don't know what that is. I don't know how you do that, but maybe you could be making it. I don't
believe you, but you're telling me that it's working, so fine. We'll go with it.
Yeah, maybe you could take an avocado and squeeze it and insulin squirts out. I don't know. I don't know these things. It's science.
It's science.
So we have the big meeting of the big people. They're out of supplies. Everyone is grim. There's radiation. Dr. Elmira, I guess.
How is she the big people? She's nobody. She didn't even get invited into the bunker. She's only there because she's his family. He got invited because he's a builder, and you just get to bring your family. That's it.
She leaves.
She's not important. There's army people in there in the bunker. It's so weird. None of this makes any sense.
And once again, we also do not set up any bunker dynamics. So we don't have the army guy that's like, well, this is happening, God damn it. And then we have the civilians that are like, shut up, army guy. You just always want to tell everybody what to do. We don't have any of that.
I love in this scene though, she gets the line, we put it to the vote like we always do. And I was like, what are you talking about? Who's voting? Who decided that you get to vote? None of this makes any sense.
Oh, I think that's later. We haven't there yet.
I'm sorry. I'm jumping all over that. I told you I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say about this movie. I didn't like this movie very much. It was very frustrating to me.
I found it inoffensive.
That's totally fine. That's 100%. Yeah. It's a completely mediocre movie. You know what I mean? But it should have been better. I think there's some setups here that are really nice. It's like, but you didn't care enough to write out a real movie.
There were never any good setups because this movie. No. Okay, so they're like, we got to get to, the one place we could go is the crater in France. It's a safe zone. And then she's like, but I think there's a civil war in Europe. Well, first of all, they have radios, so they're talking to everybody. Yep. So you're going to know exactly what's happening everywhere. But more importantly,
everyone should know.
Tony, explain to me a civil war.
Well, Dan, don't put me on the spot with real definitions of things. Civil war is when within your country, multiple factions are fighting each other. Or something like
Civil War superheroes, it's all the superheroes fighting. And Civil War America,
great movie.
North versus South, good versus evil. And that's a civil
global civil war.
This is not you can't have a global civil war. That's the whole idea. If it's East versus West, that's just a war.
It's just a war. Yeah, it's just war. We're just having a war. Don't worry about it.
And that means civil war is such a specific thing. You can't say civil war. It's like, it's dumb. And and the point is, every time you say something dumb like that, you're losing people. You're losing people.
100%.
And that's the whole idea of a movie or comedy, anything.
Yeah.
Once you've lost everyone,
you're not getting any of us back, and we're just slowly dropping like flies throughout. There's no one left at the end of this movie, guaranteed. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. Okay. John goes and talks to his therapist.
I thought this was an interesting line that we don't even care to delve into. Is the therapist says, "Why do you think so many more therapists are here than doctors or whatever?" And it's like, because everyone is going to be going through some shit. Nobody seems like they're going through much trauma, if I'm being completely honest. They all seem really fine. They seem really good. But I thought the idea of everyone needing a therapist, even the therapists need therapists, because everyone's going through some fucking shit right now. We're locked in a bunker for 5 years. I thought that was interesting. We didn't deal with it. We don't really care.
If you have a therapist, then you have to have a guy going wacko that opens the door,
Sure.
does something
100%.
really. You gotta have somebody doing something dumb. I gotta get out of here, and he leaves the door open, and that's what causes
person,
and that's what causes the storm gets in. You know, right? Their whole the lightning shoots in. You're setting stuff up, but then you're never thinking about.
That's what I'm saying. There are ideas in here, Dan, that I think would make a very interesting movie, but we don't do those ideas. Instead, it's an earthquake. Shatters our entire bunker, our underground bunker that we built specifically to outlast the biggest meteor storm in the world. It's great stuff.
There's an earthquake. So we find out that there's people in caves like 50 miles away. And this is when we sort of decide what we should do. And they're like, we got to go save them.
Wrong.
What? No.
Sorry.
No.
That's wrong.
And why is it wrong for the characters and for the movie? Both things it's wrong for.
Well, I'll start with just in my general view why it's wrong, because you've stretched your 2-year rations to 5 years, which one is impossible. So now you're adding 50 plus more mouths. That's insane behavior. That doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. This bunker was built for X amount of people. And I know, because I saw the first movie, you're already overbooked because a bunch of people came, and at the end of that movie, they let everybody in because the meteors were coming, and they're like, fuck it, everyone come inside. There wasn't enough room for everybody to begin with. We don't get to see this, but this should not be a comfortable experience for anybody. Mm-hmm. This should be, people are sleeping on the ground already. Not everyone should have a bed or a domicile. Like, it should be terrible conditions. More people is bad. 1. 2, we don't know these people. There are bad people all over the place. What those people should do is come in and fuck shit up. We should vote yes, and they should come in and start killing people and stealing our stuff. That's what should really happen. It doesn't. And then the characters should be more worried about themselves. And I know that's people don't want to hear that. People are probably on board with people voting to bring other people in. Oh, they're being good people. Fuck that. This is the post-apocalyptic world. You got to be careful. You got a 12, 15-year-old son. I actually can't do the math. I think he's probably mid-teens now. He can't have strangers coming in and threatening your way of life. Like, we are good. I don't know. That's how I feel. I'm a bad person.
That kid's totally getting raped.
Yeah. Maybe he's into it. I don't know. But it's bad. Yeah. It's bad. It's all bad. Why do you think that it's bad?
Well, because it doesn't set up any conflict, right?
Oh, well, that's true.
When you all vote and you're all like, well, just let him in. Okay. And then
what?
if you're going to let him in, yes, then there has to be consequences for things that happen. There aren't consequences. The meteor storm just does something and things continue.
And this happens several times throughout the movie where there's something that you could set up, but instead you're just like, and then meteors hit. And it's like, I get that you said that that's happening, but maybe just make this movie more about the people and what they're going through, as opposed to, and now meteors hit, and that changes the course of everything.
We do a bunker life montage. They listen to Michael McDonald. He fixes the water
Everyone
system.
seems very happy again. Just
they're doing
FYI,
good.
they're all thrilled to be there.
We do more yoga. The family hangs out at the Bunker Cafe. You know, there's room for a cafe.
It seems pretty cool. There's a dance. Like, I'm in.
There was a dance, wasn't there?
Yeah.
We find out that the kid has been sneaking outside.
That's insane.
You can't sneak outside. There's no way to sneak outside.
It's not like there's just a door or a window you can crawl out of. It's not a thing.
And if he's sneaking outside, well, then he has to have a secret way out, and then they're going to have to use that secret way out. And
that's great.
And it's the reason why we do these things. Some of them are tropes, but if you set something up, you got to tell the joke. You can't just have a stand-up set that's all set up
and just leave it hanging
and then just walk out the door. It'd be very funny, but
I was just gonna say,
everyone
actually, Dan, if you could do that just one time, I think that would go down in history as one of the best sets ever. People would be furious, but in the way that it's like, fuck you, I respect it, but I hate you. I think you should work on that.
The true anti-comedian. But yeah, you know, because you're setting up a thing. You're putting an expectation in our minds. It's like, he's going out. Why is he going out? What does that mean? And then
how is he going out?
Yeah, because we don't think they can. We think the only way in is through this big metal thing that has to come up and down.
I know that he can't go up because they have to let Gerard Butler in through this giant door that's opening and closing.
We've set a thing up.
There's not just a way to get in and out. It's not a thing. And if there is, you're right. You have to use it because otherwise it's crazy. And right now I'm on the crazy camp. I don't understand it. So in my head, he's got some sort of army friends that are like letting him out. You know, they're like, yeah, go for a walk, kid. We love you, blah, blah, blah. And then someone's going to get killed that way. Those 50 people should take the kid hostage when he's out for a moonwalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And we also set up that he's sort of in love with this one girl who we then never see again, and we never have to resolve her death.
She's super dead. I wouldn't worry about it. There's absolutely no reason for that to happen because he doesn't seem to care, and then he gets a new French girlfriend, so it's fine.
Yeah, Nathan, the kid, is into the stars. He multiple times talks about the stars. We never use the stars for navigation or anything. His star knowledge is worthless.
No, it's about to get him laid.
Oh,
when he's talking with the French girl and he's like, look at these stars. And she's like, we are loving the stars. You know, that's working. But you're right. It's absolutely useless knowledge. I don't get it. I don't know.
John has a cough.
That was pretty good. You and Gerard are equal acting.
Boom. It's the day that they're going to be receiving the migrants. They call them the migrants.
Yeah.
It's such a weirdly loaded word.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. As if they're trying to make a statement about the world, but they can't because they're not smart enough.
Boom! They start shaking. Boom! He's able to navigate the entire bunker, find his wife and his kid, and get them to pack bags. And he asks, did you get your insulin? Okay.
You gotta. Although it doesn't really come into play this movie like it did in the first movie.
Yeah. They crawl out some other secret exit that Gerard just knows where it is. They get to the beach. Everybody's at the beach. We sort of almost lost the kid, but we didn't. They get their masks stolen. They lose their masks. And now we have the two lifeboats. The one lifeboat, people are sort of fighting over. They're also going to the second lifeboat. They somehow get to the second lifeboat, all get inside, and then that lifeboat is able to just sort of putt away with very much
it's pretty easy.
1/5 of the amount of people you could have gotten in that lifeboat.
Yep. Oh, easy. Yeah. I mean, they all had seats. Like, they're all sitting comfortable. They didn't want to be uncomfortable for the journey. It's like how I feel in an airplane. If I could, I would buy out an entire row because I don't want people in my space. So I feel the same way. I would 5-6 people on that boat. I would have shut the door. I'd be like, no, we're good. I got to be able to put my feet up, people. We got a long way to France. I need to put my feet up here. It's ridiculous.
It just doesn't make any sense. And we do that. No. We do that again on the bus. That they didn't want to let him on the bus at the end. Once again, there's one army guy standing up, everybody else seated. It's like,
Yeah, you can't
no.
you can't stand in the aisle? Are you kidding me?
If you've
Ridiculous.
in the old days in the olden times when I went to South America, I traveled by bus when you're there. And when you get on a South American bus, they've throw everything on the top, and it's insane. It's pandemonium. I mean, not in a bad way, but there's just people will just like get on, ride for 6 miles, standing up there talking to the driver, then they'll get off. It's like it's a giant process. It's not like this stuff. You're just like, this does not feel real.
No, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, so
I love it.
They hit a big wave. Oh, big wave goes and kills everybody on the beach, so you don't have to worry about them. They're all dead.
Yeah, don't worry about those people. Now, is that the first time a big wave has ever hit, you think? Because this is the biggest earthquake they've had? I'm just curious.
They have to face a couple of giant sea waves. See, it should have been people hanging onto the boat.
Fine.
Then they should have hit these sea waves. And
I
they'd
said
be like,
the same thing because there were people hanging on the boat, and then they just got off. Are you kidding me?
My goodness.
No, you hang on to that boat until you're washed off. You don't just jump off. You're like, I guess I'll just wait for the next boat. Nope, there are no boats. You either get on or you're dead.
Alfred Hitchcock made a film called Lifeboat, where the Nazis come, they sink a Western ship, and then the Western people get on the boat, and then they have limited rations, and people go crazy, people get old, and
sure,
because of the space on the boat, for some reason, some of the people have to hang off the boat in the water, and it's
F&A.
It's fucked up. It is like, you're like, I would not want to have to be one of the people in the water. I would want to be on the boat. And, there's like they pick up a German guy. And then he like has a hidden candy bar, and they almost kill him because he has a candy bar that he's eating. This is what you do in a movie. You go, if you're like, I've set up that there's these lifeboats. Okay, go watch the Hitchcock movie Lifeboat and steal something from that.
Or we'll just spend 4-5 minutes on a lifeboat, and then we'll move on.
So they're going. The engines break down. John fixes it. Then they run out of gas. And Tony, what do they do when they run out of gas?
They just float. They're just like, okay, cool.
And then eventually they float to Liverpool. And what do they do?
Now, how far do you think this? I don't know. I don't know the world map. I'm just going to tell you right now. How far are they going right now?
1,000 miles, maybe.
Where are they going to the bathroom, you think? I was wondering this. Once they started floating, and they're like, well, now it's going to be days. What do you think they're just like in the ocean?
Yeah, you probably going on? Lean out over and,
All right, just wondering.
You're going to stop going to the bathroom pretty quick because you don't got anything.
Well, you don't have anything in you. That's true.
They have food on the boat, by the way.
Somehow
there's food on the boat. Somebody, I guess maybe he packed food when they packed their... Okay. So they get to Liverpool. Liverpool's underwater, like way too deep. And what is the thing that they pull out to push off of Liverpool?
Some magical oars.
Oars, Tony.
Yeah.
What do you use oars for?
In my canoe.
And what's that called?
Paddling.
Rowing.
Is that right?
Rowing. Tony. You're in a boat far from land. You have oars. What should you be doing with those oars?
Nothing. You want to float. So this is a lot of people get confused about boats, Dan.
Eventually they float to where they need to be. Is that what you're going to tell us?
Exactly. Yeah. They get
given enough time, the current will take you wherever you need to go.
Exactly where you want to go, not where the wind is going. It's exactly where you want to go because you will it. It's a willpower thing. That's what people don't understand about boats. They think people are in control, weather's in control. It's willpower. It's willpower, Dan. It's so funny. It's weird because that never even crossed my mind. When they pulled those oars out,
that made me,
not even for a second, I was like...
By far the angriest part of the movie for me. I was just like, okay, pull something out, but don't pull out an oar. I mean, I think they call it an oar, don't they? I think
he said grab the oars. There's two of them. There's one on each side. It's literally built for what the situation they were in, and they never used them. I didn't even think about that. This is blowing my mind now. In retrospect, that's the craziest thing that's happened in this movie.
It's the craziest thing that happens in the whole movie, in my opinion.
Oh my
just
God!
Like, come on, guys. You have oars. Have a couple.
Let's just wait it out. Just wait it out, everybody.
It's not like they couldn't, and the other whole thing is like they reached Liverpool and they're all like, "Oh my God, it's in amongst buildings." You're like, so wait a second. So you're floating freely, and you're just paying no attention? I mean,
no one's looking anywhere.
There's gonna be one person that's, like I'm gonna be up there, like, where the fuck?
You take shifts. You have to take shifts of looking for stuff. What if someone comes and kills you? What if a different boat comes and like robs your food? Someone's got to be watching where you're going.
They're just so surprised. Stuff. Wow, I guess good luck happened to us. Okay, so here we go. They get out and so Liverpool's underwater, but then it's not underwater, and so they start walking through the UK that's not underwater. And they're like, oh, wasn't there another one of these bunkers like within minutes walking distance from here? And they're like, yes. So they go there.
Yeah. Yes,
they start
there was.
finding people. Here's people. They get to this fence, and the people are ready to storm the fence, but there's guys with guns. And then they're like, only people that get into the bunker are people with badges. And they're like, we have badges. We have badges. Right. And then then they run up there and they're letting people in that have badges. I can't tell which of our characters have badges and don't have badges, which of our three main characters get in or don't get in. I thought we were splitting. I thought we were getting split. I thought this was a split. That's
what you should have done, because that's what they do in the first movie all the time, is they keep splitting up the characters, have to find each other, but whatever, it's fine. As far as I could tell, the only person that had a badge was Marina, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
The mom. As far as I can tell, nobody else had badges. She's the only one that got through the gate. And then she decided to go back out because she, didn't want to be split up, I guess. It was very weird. I didn't understand what's happening. And then they just shot people. And then there you go. And then we leave.
Yeah. That's it. She doesn't go in. Then they leave. Okay. So they shoot.
Here's my question, right? So they have a bunker.
No, they shoot the obnoxious guy. There's an obnoxious guy.
Yeah, the Weasley dude. They shoot him, and no one's sad about it. They just leave him. So we have a bunker. Our friends had a bunker for 5 years.
Yes.
And I guess it's because the land is fucked up, and that's why there's nobody that lives around there now. But then London, or this place is fine, and so there's people outside. I didn't understand the whole conceit. I don't know.
The comet didn't kill everybody, so there's a lot of people kicking around still.
Right. So, like, why are we so upset? Like, if these people are living outside,
but can't
we just live outside?
They're all going to die from breathing the stuff.
Yeah, but they're doing better than John is, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, John's
fucked. Let's just call it as it is. He's done.
He's got days to live because of his
weeks. He said weeks.
Weeks. Okay.
He said weeks.
Weeks to live.
So these people are doing better than him.
Tell me, hold on a second. What are weeks made up of?
Hours.
And what in between that?
Minutes.
No. In between hours.
Days. You're saying days.
Yeah,
but
so he does have days to live.
Everyone has days to live. That's a big number. I've got at least 20, 25.
Okay. So they run away from the situation, and we're like, okay, I don't know what's happening. They run into a dude with a van, and they're all like, if you could drive us to London, we'll give you our watches. And he's like, done.
Cool.
And once again, you're like, this is 5 years after. This guy has gasoline. Yeah.
So much of it, too. He's not worried about it at all.
I mean, if he had like a car that had like solar panels on the top and, and looked like
some sort of Mad Max situation.
No. Just a gas-powered vehicle that somehow has gas after 5 years of there not being any gas made because gas is, gas just playing around.
I think we're still making it. I don't know how, but I think we're still making it.
I mean,
it doesn't make any sense. The movie doesn't make any sense.
And like,
Sorry.
he's all like, "Oh, of course, a couple of watches. You know how many watches there would be? There'd be a million watches. You know how much clothes there
So
would
many
be?
watches.
Million clothes. You got to give him something. You got to have something real to give him.
Real? Yeah.
Like packs of cigarettes. If he pulled out 6 packs of cigarettes,
Great.
that dude would be like, "That's fucking 6 packs of cigarettes.
Done,
Cigarettes
done.
would be money. Would be real money.
It doesn't seem like it. Those also seem they're doing fine.
Heroin,
Lots of cigarettes.
tabs of acid. This is stuff people need,
Heroin.
right? Insulin. We're going to give you our kids insulin. He's going to die, but we're going to
Great.
move.
And you're going to be rich.
No, watches.
I get no sense of what the new currency is in this movie.
Because they haven't made any
It can't
decisions.
just be money, right? Yeah. I don't know.
So they drive them to their friend's house in London. His name is Obi. They talk about dinosaurs, and he's been here 12 years. He says France is dangerous. They stop by a bunch of trees for an unknown reason. And then here come these meteors that travel right above your head.
Yeah.
Except when they don't, they hold on to trees. The van gets boomed. And
Yeah. Well, you have to hold on to trees. You can't be running, because when you're running, they hone in on you. That's how meteors work. I don't know.
They sense movement.
Exactly. They chase movement. So if you're on a tree, you're fine.
Yeah, just
Totally
it's
fine.
like, unmoving tree, not going to hit that.
I'll move out of the way.
So the van gets hit. He gets blowed up. They go back. Van still works. Gets his watch back. And
Yeah.
didn't he get his watch back kind of vindictively?
He felt excited. Like, haha, fuck you, Obi. Gotcha. I got him. And then he grabs his little booties. It's great. Great stuff.
No, it's boxing gloves.
Oh, is that what they were boxing gloves? I
Yeah,
don't
those
know.
are boxing gloves. Okay, so they go to London. They go see their friend. They knock on the door. The friend is running an Alzheimer's care home, has electricity. The government delivers her food for Alzheimer's patients. Now, I respect that she's trying to care for people in need.
Sure.
No.
This is the dumbest thing ever. First, there's a line in there where she says something like, some of them don't even know that the meteor hit. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, because they have Alzheimer's. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I get it.
Like they're like
But they're
the
going to
lucky
remember
ones.
every day.
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're lucky ones.
No, I think they're the unlucky ones, because in every day they have to relearn
Oh, I see.
that the meteor came. So every day is the worst day of their lives.
That's
This is the
very
weirdest.
cool, Tony.
This in a movie full of strange decisions. This is the weirdest thing that's happened.
What,
I don't
what is
understand.
the point of this?
And if you do have food and electricity, people are coming for you. End of. Like, you're done. You can't fight back. You got 10 old people that can't remember their names. You're done. You're beat.
We don't want to.
So
We're
weird.
not joking about Alzheimer's, but
I'm sorry. I'm not saying that they are the it just it wouldn't work.
in the post-apocalyptic future,
Yeah.
the points of compassion have to be very small because everything is so harsh. That's the whole idea. You can't have
Yeah.
people making giant compassionate moves because this world will crush them. And to have
100%.
them making these giant compassionate moves, you have to say something insane like, well, the government just brings us food. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What?
What government? What kind? The people are trying to break into the government area and they're getting shot to death.
And they're not into it.
So they
but
don't
they're
have
shipping
food.
you food?
They're bringing,
that doesn't make any
they're
sense.
bringing food to people that, whose prognosis is not positive.
Right. That was a very gentle way of saying that. I apologize if I offended anybody, but it's Nut City. I'm sorry. It's bananas.
Just doesn't, and it's for no purpose. If there was a
Other
purpose
than
for it,
to be that, hey, she's a good person. That's it. That's got to be the only reason for this whole
she
thing.
opened her door. She's a good person. That's it.
That's a good
That's
point.
more than
That's
enough.
a good point. Yeah.
And what are they drinking? They're drinking wine. They have
Yeah,
bottles
how?
of wine. 5 years after there is no more wine.
No, people are coming in. They're stealing that shit. That's a hot item.
It's like in Children of Men, they get to what's his name's house in the forest, and he has like, I think he might have pulled out a bottle of wine, and he's just like, we don't have a lot of these left.
That's right. Wild stuff.
Okay. They're having good times with good friends, and now we cut to John coughing up blood in a sink. And what does John decide to do? Tell his wife that he has 6 weeks to live. Or
cool.
42 days.
Look at you doing day math. Look at you. That's quick. That's quick. I can't even double check it because I don't know how to do math. This whole John's dying thing, I think, is such a stupid move for 2 reasons. One, who cares? It's ridiculous. It doesn't have any bearing on the story. You know what I mean? Because you're just going to kill him. You kill him with a gunshot. And now...
Well, we know but you see, we know they're going to kill him. They know that now we're set up for a third act death of him. That's
my problem. So it's bad on 2 fronts. One, it's stupid because it doesn't have any impact on your story, and you're going to kill him anyhow, right? In a different way. So this whole storyline means nothing. But also, you're setting up the audience to be like, well, he's going to die at the end of this movie. Oh, that's going to be sad. And then you kill him, and we're like, yep, he died. You know what's sad is when you're like, oh shit, they're almost to freedom. Now he's dead. I had no idea he was dying. Now I'm sad. You can't just be like, he's going to die. He's going to die. He's going to die. He's going to die. Hey, he died. Don't give a shit. I do not care. There's no emotional weight to that whatsoever.
The terminal guy
terrible decision.
Can't jump on the grenade. We know. He's just like, it's going a little early.
Right? It's like, yeah, that's the right decision because you're dying anyhow. So I guess go out saving everybody.
Thanks.
What's more heroic is the guy that just made it to paradise with his family. And he's like, I got to get them over that one last hump. I will sacrifice my life for them. A life that I am planning to live for 30 to 40 more years, not 4 days. Ridiculous. Terrible decision. Awful writing.
It was great.
It was great.
And she's like, why didn't you tell me? And you're like, okay, I just didn't tell you. And then he's like, I don't want to die. We came all this way to die here. And then they're like, we have to get Nathan to the crater. What would have been funnier if they'd have killed the wife first, and then he's like coughing.
And then he dies.
He has to tell the kid.
Great.
And then he dies of his cough on the edge of the crater. You're like, and it's just the kid
now
standing
that's emotional weight. It's all he's got left. And then it's even funnier when the crater, it's empty. And the kid's there, and he's just like, well, now I'm dead. And they're all dead. Sorry.
Greenland 3. Amazingly, this woman has a car that works with gas, and she's like, just take it.
Everybody has cars, Dan, all right? You just have to get your head around that cars, not rare. They're super common. There's 50 cars at the mountain that they get to. There's cars everywhere.
Well, and then someone attacks you to steal your car. You're like, just go grab a car.
Only sometimes.
It does have gas. Okay, so they're going to drive 2 hours to Dover. While they're there, they play I Spy. The window gets shot out. They get attacked by a couple of marauders, they call them. Marauders.
Just 3, as far as I could tell. That's not much of a marauders group.
I thought it was like 1 or 2. It
might have just been 2. I thought maybe 3, but that's not how marauders work. Also, here's a question. It's a 2-hour drive. Yeah. Why are you driving at night? Why don't you just wait till the next morning? What the hell's wrong with you?
Because then you don't have
I don't even like driving at night in LA because I'm like, what if a critter runs in front of the road and I don't stop in time because it's dark? Just drive in the daytime. It's ridiculous.
You're afraid to drive at night, Tony.
I'm not afraid. I just don't like it. All right. There's a difference.
Don't be afraid. You have headlights, don't you, in your car?
I mean, I have headlights, but I don't have good eyes. You know what I'm saying?
You're afraid. So they fight. They have a gun battle. Miranda Baccarin's Allison character has to kill one of them.
And she's a crack shot. One shot right to the head. Unbelievable.
But the science lady died in the back, so we wait till the next morning and we spend our time and energy burying her. Tony,
What?
how many calories do you think it takes to bury someone?
I don't know what word you just said.
Calories.
So I don't know.
You don't know what
Calories? Like calories. Okay. I thought you were saying some sort of fancy term. I didn't understand.
The whole idea is in the future,
It's a lot.
in the apocalyptic future, we're all a bunch of fucking skeletons. And that's why in that one movie, The Road,
For sure.
they're eating people because they
100%.
they need whatever they can get. So
They need
you're
sustenance.
going to end up at the point where you're eating the peoples. But you do
I
not.
would not last long in that future.
Well, no, you'd last
They'd
quite
be
a while. You'd
they'd
have
be
a lot.
eating me up
Oh,
all day, man.
that's
I'm like
true.
a lunch for 6 weeks. You know what I mean?
You are the fetid calf.
I know.
But when people in these situations use useless, spend their calories on something that is useless,
And time.
time consuming.
They were just attacked. What are you talking about? Okay, well, now we're just going to stay in the same spot for hours as we bury this woman? That's crazy.
With what? Shovel?
Just your hands. They're just digging like dogs.
Have you ever
with their
tried to
hands.
dig in the soil with your hands?
No, not with my hands. But we used to dig ditches all the time. We used to have to replace like water lines and stuff in my dad's park. So digging sucks.
Oh, tell us a funny story about you having to go over and do work. That must
I
have
don't
been
think
funny.
it's not really funny. I just, I've dug holes, and digging holes is a terrible job.
So now did you have
It's not fun.
you had to dig out sewage lines and cool things like that?
Yeah, sewage line, water lines, all sorts of stuff.
Look at all these real man skills you have, Tony. It's great.
No. So I barely did anything. You want to talk? My brother still does. He sent me. They had to dig up one. Yes, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Because it was busted, and he was sending me pictures of the mud, and it's gross. It's gross mud.
You mean it's like a
'Cause
shit all in
it's a
it?
sewage line. Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, I'm digging through this today. What are you doing? I was like, I'm just sitting at home playing Pokopia. I don't know.
What is Tony doing? He's playing video games and
Yeah.
working at a thing, to a show that talks about sports.
You damn right I
But-
am. It's tough. It's a hard knock life for us. Yeah.
He's saying behind the scenes, making it so that worthless people could talk about worthless sports that
Hey,
literally
they're
mean
good
nothing.
people. All right. They're sweet people. All right. We only hire good people. They're very nice. My life is not. Yeah.
They say
Anyhow,
they
it sucks.
They say a prayer for the dead, and then I think they have to explain what prayers are to their child.
Yeah, so he asks why people say prayers when people die, and I'm starting to think that maybe he's never seen a dead person. So has everyone that made it to the bunker, have they lived all 5 of those years? Nobody died?
Maybe they didn't tell him that anyone died, and they were just eating them.
That's how they lived 5 years. You eat your dead. Yeah. Amen.
Frankie went to the other bunker in England.
We sent him off to the farm. Yeah, he's doing great. Here's a picture. Very strange. I don't know. And the kid says he doesn't believe in heaven or something. So then later when he says a prayer for his dad, it's supposed to be emotional. I don't know, man.
So they get to the English Channel, and instead of there being a bunch of water there, it's dry because that doesn't make any sense. So they drive across the English Channel, and they see a Spanish galleon, and I believe there was a giant whale corpse, a whale
Correct.
skeleton.
I mistakenly thought it was dinosaur bones, and my wife had to tell me that nope, it was probably a whale.
Yeah, Tony, there's still extant dinosaur bones sitting on the bottom of the English Channel. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. That's just that's where my head went. I don't
dinosaur. Your wife's just like, who did I marry?
What the fuck?
You know,
what are you talking about, you idiot? Yeah,
I don't spend enough time feeling sorry for your wife.
I do. I feel sorry for her every day.
Hey,
does that help?
There's a bunch of cars stopped. They get out, and lo and behold, there's a chasm, and they have to get across the chasm. Tony, do you want to talk about them getting across the chasm?
Yeah, I guess I don't totally understand. We've tied ropes to each side, from what I can tell, and then we've also laid out ladders.
Yeah. So what?
On part of it,
we go down one, I don't know, maybe a 12-foot ladder to where there's a rope bridge that they built They rope bridge across, and then there's another. Then there's a little thing sticking out of the ground, and then
a little hump.
Then there's two ladders going across, and one ladder's goes one way, and the other ladder's going the other way. And then, of course, all hell breaks loose while this, because
I guess there's wind.
Well, there was wind, but then it all just decides to fall apart. You do the wind first. You're like, oh, okay, that could be the danger, but no, that's not enough danger. We're also going to make the whole thing collapse.
Right, because then there's another earthquake sort of type thing, right? So is this the first one that's happened since they built these bridges?
This is the final one.
Oh, okay, because it's the biggest one. You
gotta always show up at the final moment of anything, right?
It's just so weird. It's just so silly.
You're always there when Carthage falls, or you're always there on the right day. You're like, you look up, there go the Twin Towers. Not a good day to be in New York City. That's what the situation is. You ever seen that
Robert Pattinson movie? Speaking of that,
I've seen a number of Robert Pattinson movies. I don't think so.
It's I don't remember exactly what it's about, but it's him and his dad have a strained relationship, and then at the very end of the movie, he goes to see his dad at work, and then it zooms out, and it's the towers, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking? That's not what this movie was about at all. Yeah. It is the most angry I've ever been in a movie in the history of movies. The movie itself, I think, was fine because it's just like a drama, but then the twist ending is, oh, by the way, he's gonna die in the what? Insane behavior. That person should never write again.
I remember. Anyhow, I heard about that movie and I heard about that twist, and I was like, "Yep, not watching that."
You don't watch it because it doesn't. It comes out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with the movie, other than that's it. They just were like, anyone could have been in the towers. Look at this, ridiculous.
They get across. Nathan almost falls. They find another crater, but that one's barren. And then they're going to the crater, and then this was like my favorite part. Here they are. They find this one crater, and then they run across this random guy that points a gun at them. And they're all like, hey, we're going to the good crater. And then he's like, oh, you should probably come to my house and we'll be friends, and I'll trust my daughter with you because I'm forever because I'm in the middle of nowhere for no reason.
Correct.
Was he delivering mail?
No, he's not. He just moved into the mail center. He's not delivering mail. He apparently can't go anywhere because his wife can't travel.
What's he doing out here, Tony? In the middle of nowhere?
Well, his wife can't travel. You see,
so that's like this is his thing. He likes to go camping.
Yeah. He loves camping, and once you get out there, you can't go back.
Wow. So his wife's a mute in a wheelchair, so he's all like, "Honey, I'm leaving. If you don't want me to go, tell me. Can't hear you.
Say
you
it
didn't
now.
say anything.
Say it now. No, okay. I'll see you later." Gee, that's dark. That's dark. Good for you.
So he drives them back to his Pas de Calais. He lives in a mail sorting center, and he has solar power there. He has a super hot daughter. Wife can't speak because of radiation.
All true.
I believe Gerard Butler's character says, "This is all yours."
Yep, that's what he says. Because it's huge.
He's got a mail sorting center. I mean, if 75% of the population
he's got
dies,
electricity, and he's done it all himself.
But he made it sound like, this is all you got this whole mail sorting center.
Everything the light touches.
Everyone wants. I mean, doesn't everyone want to steal your mail sorting center from you?
As a little kid, all you want to do is sort mail. That's the dream,
Oh,
it's lovely. It's a lovely moment for everybody.
The Suns,
and then there's Gerard's like, hasn't people tried to take it from you? And the French guy's like, well, they tried. What? How? You're one guy. You're just one dude. You're going to tell me that someone came and you fought them all off? I don't think so.
The wife probably has a machine gun wheelchair.
Yeah. Probably cool.
Nathan shows the girl his star charts, and she's all like, I'm in love with you now.
Hell yeah. Good for you, Nate.
In the morning, the dude shows him a map of where they need to go. He also knows the commander, and he also the commander of the Western forces is his buddy, and he gives him a photo and says, if you show him this photo,
He'll do anything for you.
anything for you. And then,
Okay.
And then he's like,
That's weird.
But you got to take my daughter. And then he says, because you're the first person that I've met that I can trust.
Now, how long has he known this guy?
Less than 24 hours.
8 hours? Right? I mean,
Maybe.
that's wild. He doesn't really care about his daughter that much.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
And talk about the level of emotion as the daughter leaves.
I'd say on a scale of 0 to 10, it's a 1.5.
There is 1.5
The
in
mom is very sad.
but she can't talk.
The mom is crying. She can't talk, but she's got tears.
Oh, okay, good.
The daughter is thinking, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this anymore. So she's getting the F out of there. And then the dad's just like, okay, bye-bye, sweetie. And that's it.
So they drive a little while, and then what do they do after they drive a little while, Tony?
Picnic.
And
they
what,
think they need a picnic time.
and what do they talk about on their picnic?
They're doing the one of their car games that they're talking about. After the last time they played a car game, someone was murdered in front of them. They were thinking, let's do another one, see what happens. They're playing, what is it? Would You Rather?
Yeah. And
which is a fun game
and
to
what,
play.
What are the Would You Rathers that they do, Tony?
One of them is would you rather fight a chicken-sized horse or 50 horse-sized chickens? Is that what it is?
I think that was one of them.
Something, I don't know. Or a horse. I don't know. Something weird. They were all weird. I don't know. Once, would you rather have a big feet or small hands, which doesn't even. That's not even a good one. I don't care.
And would you rather have invisibility or be able to read people's minds?
Neither. I pick neither of those. I want to be able to either fly or Wolverine's regeneration. Those are the only two superpowers worth having.
No, there's only one superpower worth having.
I just told you the two, but what's yours, Dan?
Teleportation.
Teleportation would be cool. I don't totally understand how it works. Do I have to know the place to teleport to it? Because then it's like, I'm not really going anywhere new. That's not that exciting.
Haven't you ever seen Jumper?
Is that Hayden Christensen? Or is that Looper? Which one am I thinking of?
Looper's the one.
Doesn't matter.
Looper's the one with Bruce Willis and that little mousy dude who rode a bike. He played a bike messenger in that one movie.
Oh, yeah, from Third Rock from the Sun.
Levitt.
Why can't I think of his name?
No, Gordon Levitt Jr.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, he's from Third Rock from the Sun.
No, he was not on Third Rock from the Sun. That was
yes, he is. What? Are you crazy?
He plays the young guy on that show. I did not know that. He's the young boy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
JGL. Good stuff. He's had a long career. Good for him.
No, Jumper.
He was almost Robin, so that's cool.
Jumper's the Chris Evans movie.
Okay, I don't remember.
It's a good movie.
Ooh.
That's a good movie.
Do they have? So they didn't answer my question because I don't remember the movie. Do they have to know?
No, there's actually two of them, aren't there? There's the one where they all have different superpowers, and then there's the one where everyone just
push.
There's Push, and then there's Jumper.
Push and then Jumper. Okay, I remember. I feel like I remember Push. I don't know.
Push is the good one. Jumper's okay.
Okay,
Push is great.
Push is the one with Chris Evans, right?
Chris Evans is Push. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think, I remember that movie.
But does he teleport in Push?
I thought he just got this power. I don't remember. We should watch it again.
Maybe he's in Jumper 2. He might be in Jumper 2.
Maybe he's in everything. He's good. I like him.
He never says no, that bro. Okay.
No, good for him.
Boom. Military guys show up. They're like, this is a war zone. And they're all like, you know what we'll do?
But it's kind of not, right? Because they're the only people we've seen.
I don't know, man. They're like, this is a war zone.
I don't know.
They're like, we got to go see this commander. And they're like, we'll take you.
Right. And no, you guys got things to do. If you're at war, you got stuff to do.
No,
okay.
They take them. He's all like, they go through the pass and then boom. So he's like, move as I move. Stay low. Stop. Down. Oop. Let's go. Go. Don't go.
Why are they
down,
going
left,
through the trenches and just people are getting shot all the time? So many people die in this trench in 20 minutes that if this is the average day in that trench, there's probably 500 people dying a day. And this has been going on for 5 years? This doesn't make any sense, Dan.
In The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Whew, okay.
Have you ever seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I don't know if I haven't seen a ton of Eastwood. If
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
So they're looking for gold, and it's in this cemetery. They get to the front lines of the Civil War, the real Civil War.
The actual.
They're on one side, and the other, the where they're going is on the. They need to go to the other side,
Of course.
and so
tough stuff.
they have to do is they have to go down and blow up the bridge that they're fighting over, right?
Oh,
and the
okay,
whole idea is
yeah.
the commander can't send his guys down there to blow it up because that would be a dereliction of duty, but they can have these idiots go do it. So they go and they go down there, they blow up the bridge, and then they go back and then they fall asleep and they wake up the next morning. The entire war is gone from this location.
Oh my God.
And it's super cool because you're all like, that's war goes where it needs to be warring. And as soon as the war moves, everyone's like, oh, the bridge is gone. Okay, go do
We're
this.
moving on.
And then they're all like, well, we did the thing. This one, they're just like, the front lines, we just help you get across them.
Yeah. What? What?
They get to the camp where the thing is, turns out the Commodore is dead. And so the other guy's like, get out of the tent. I don't need you here. They're like, but we need the bus to get into the crater. And he's like, no. And then he's like, Gerard Butler, talk about how Gerard Butler convinces them. What immense bargaining power he has to let them.
He very quietly lets him know that he's dying.
No, he doesn't. Did he say that?
He says that.
Oh, he does.
Literally
I
says,
don't remember that.
I'm dying, and I promised my family I'd get them to the crater.
Yeah.
What do you say now? And he's like, okay, if you promised them. If you hadn't promised, I would say no. But if you promised, I can't break the promise, so I guess you can go on the bus, which, by the way, had plenty of room to begin with. So it's fine.
So
it's weird.
Little bus shows up.
Weird stuff.
Here goes the bus. Bus. They get stopped by 3 armed guys. Armed guys are like, everybody off the bus after shooting the driver and maybe one other person.
Yeah.
And then Gerard Butler takes one for the team, gets shot, and kills all the bad guys. Yep. And he dies.
Well, he's dying. They walk.
Oh.
They walk. Or Morena drives the bus. She's like, I'll drive. And then they can't go up a hill. So they're like, let's walk. And then they all walk together and they get over the hill and they see
Paradise.
Eden.
Paradise.
Paradise.
And then he dies.
And then he dies. Yeah, that's correct.
Dies.
Yeah. Think of the life you can build here.
Couldn't they have just walked it? Couldn't they have just walked this?
It seems like it did seem like it was that far. Yeah, for sure. But then you'd get shot by guys without a bus. So that's worse. Pretty sure.
And then we have a coda where he talks about life. I remember life and living.
How is he the one talking? He's dead. I don't like this. I don't like when you give this, because this is now breaking the fourth wall, right? This character's dead. Who's he talking to? He's saying this about is he in heaven? Is that what's happening right now? I don't like it. Have him leave a note for the son or something. And then the note can be your coda. That's fine. It's, it's a way to get around that.
Oh, yeah, you could have given him a note, and the note's like, 100%. Son, make babies with this hot French girl, become an astronomer, live your dreams.
I approve.
I'm gone, but, I'll be in the ground.
Live on. The world will live on. Repopulate. But instead, it's Gerard Butler giving a weird speech after his character's dead about how the world's going on. I just don't like it.
Put acorns in my chest cavity and then bury me, and trees will plant
and then
boom forth.
Make sure it's an apple tree so that you can eat the seeds of me. Every time you eat it, you're gonna be eating a piece of me. It's beautiful. It's great.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
I don't know how we talked about.
I told you there was a lot to talk about, Dan. This movie does a lot of things wrong. Not in a way that I'm so mad that it's the worst movie I've ever seen. Just in a way that I just really wanted this to be a better movie than it is. And you could have done it. With just a little bit of effort, this could have been a pretty fun movie, I think.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. They didn't do it.
No. They want.
But if you like the first one, give it a shot.
They
It's
want to
all right.
cash in on all that Greenland money.
That can't be it, because it's 6 years ago. Like, nobody cares. I don't know. This is weird.
Okay, now we talk about something we liked. I watched these.
Yes, sir.
I watched this movie called Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Never heard of it.
From the director that also did Bone Tomahawk, which I tried to watch and I did not care for.
Okay.
He also did
never
this
seen
movie
it.
called Dragged Across Concrete with Mel Gibson and
Mel Gibson. Yeah, I remember that one.
Vince Vaughn. You saw that one?
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, you saw that one.
I didn't see it. I just remember the trailer.
Okay.
That's it.
So
I'm not allowed to watch Mel Gibson movies, so
because he's super.
It is what it is.
Because he's a super crazy Christian.
He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, and I'm not allowed to support it.
Well, he plays a bad guy in that movie. But Brawl in Cell Block 99, basically, Vince Vaughn plays, I guess, an ex-boxer, and things go wrong. And
well, there's a surprise.
It's like this movie will sit in a situation. It will be like, I'm not going to tell you what's going to, the movie's like, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen because terrible things could happen or who knows what. And, and after, I guess Mercy was a movie that never sat in anything that it did.
Neither does this movie.
Never,
2 in a row.
Never, it's like, you got to give us some scenes. And there are just some brutal scenes in this movie. And there's there's a scene with him and his wife when things are not going well in their relationship. And you're like, I have no idea where this scene is going to end. I do not know what's going to happen. And that is refreshing. Like this movie, you're like, oh, they're going to go there. There may be some conflict. And then they're going to be just heading in a new direction, when we're done with this situation. And
yeah, because none of it matters.
I don't. What's his name? Miami Vice. Who's the Miami Vice guy?
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson's in both of these movies too.
I love Don Johnson.
Don Johnson's great. Don Johnson is super great now. He's in stuff that you're like, this. I want to see him in this. He was in the Watchmen TV series where he was incredible. And,
right. Yeah.
And in both of these movies, super fun. Super played a character. He's like, bring me in. I'll play a character. I'll play the shittiest person on the planet. If you want, he'll play whatever. That's the thing. He does not care. He's like, I'll play whatever you want. And that's the thing about
he's game. I love
that's the thing about this director guy is he has his people that he uses, and he's like, oh sure, I like these people. I'm going to put them in completely different roles
if you trust them. Yeah,
and they're going to get to. There's I think it's the woman from the Dexter series is in both of these movies. I think she plays the wife in the first one.
Dexter's sister. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the second one, she plays this small role, and it is a role that I will think about the rest of my life because it was super, and it was like not integral to the plot. It was just like this sort of little bit that they shoehorned in there, and you're just like, wow, I will think about that character the rest of my life, and what it says about storytelling is that you don't need, it doesn't have to be important, but if you have something you want to say, put that in your movie. And that's why you watch Greenland 2 and you're just like, no one had anything to say ever.
They sure didn't. Sure didn't.
And they didn't have anything visual to say. That's the other thing about like this and Mercy. These movies have nothing visual to say.
Yeah.
And when you're going to make the thumbnails to put them up on YouTube, you go through the photos and you're just like, there's nothing here worth looking at. There's just, it's like, what was this?
Oh, that's brutal.
The Kate McKinnon one with you're just like, think about the cavemen in 2001. And you're just like, well, there you go. The cavemen in 2001. And you're having them, I don't know what's happening. Tony.
Yes. I'll tell you about something I liked.
Something.
This is long overdue. Wanted to see it when it was in theaters last year, but we finally got to see Send Help with Dylan O'Brien and Mean Girls. I can't think of Mean Girls' name. Oh, I feel so bad. My wife would kill me.
Amy Poehler?
Hold on. No. The main girl. She's in The Notebook. Why can't I think of her name?
Sydney Sweetie?
no, not Sydney Sweeney. That's terrible. Rachel McAdams. I had to Google that, you guys. That's how bad my brain is. Rachel McAdams.
Is Rachel McAdams the one in Eurovision?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
She's so funny.
So I guess I should have said that because then you would have known it right away.
She's so funny.
Anyhow,
she's so funny.
She's great. And so it's like her and Dylan O'Brien, who's trapped on a deserted island.
Dylan O'Brien.
One of my favorite actors of the moment. He was in the Maze Runner series, which isn't why I like it, but he did
Maze Runner, because I saw all those.
Yes, and then he did Love and Monsters. Remember that movie, which is
kid?
phenomenal.
Oh.
He's the guy in Love and Monsters. Yeah,
okay.
So I love him. He's done a lot of great stuff. Anyhow, this is like two powerhouses of acting just going at it for 90 minutes on a deserted island. It's a treat. It's crazy. It's Sam Raimi directing.
Oh.
So it is weird. It's kooky. It's creepy. It's good. I had a great time. It's not something I'll ever watch again, I don't think, because it's a lot.
Black comedy, right?
Yeah, black comedy. It's a lot to handle, but it was a ride. I would recommend it one time.
I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Have fun.
Because sometimes I can't handle black comedies, but sometimes I enjoy them.
Well, it's pretty dark.
Because I read something about it, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a thing. I don't know if I can take it.
It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot, but it was fun. I had a good time.
We also watched that. It's like a new 8-part series on Netflix. Something terrible is going to happen.
Oh, the Stranger Things guys, right? Yeah, the Duffer Brothers. Is that good?
They need to be stopped. It's. I mean, we sat through the whole thing. Shannon kind of liked it, I think. I was just
I'm not even sure I'm going to give it a shot, to be honest.
I just sat there criticizing it the whole time. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She's a what? We're finding out what, like when you find out who somebody is, the main character there, you find out what it is that she's going to college for. You're like, wait, what? That's who this character is? Okay. No clue of any of this before this scene. Okay, we're going in that direction.
Interesting.
All
right.
And you get to the end, and you're like,
now I want to watch it. Now you're convincing me to watch it, Dan. I love it.
You got to start it, and then you can read the synopsis, and then go like,
just skip to the last episode. Yeah, it'll be great.
It's like It's like a thing that's like it implicates that there's going to be surprises, and then you're like,
yeah. Oh, and there's not really.
Oh, okay, but there's, and it's sometimes the character dialogue is so bad, and then the third episode you're like, wow, all these characters that weren't sounding like human beings are now sounding like human beings. So that's the worrisome thing. It's like
interesting.
What you want when you run a show, you're supposed to have a voice because they ran the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a different person, that it was their show, but they were the executive producers. But you have to have somebody that goes in there and kicks the scripts in the teeth so that it doesn't seem like it's 3 or 4 different shows. And this one
100%
totally felt like different shows constantly.
That's bad. That's bad.
Very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's about this woman and they're getting married and they go to the parents' cabin and the cabin is palatial. And at no time do they explain why these people are infinitely wealthy. And you're like, you gotta give us a couple of lines. You got 8 episodes. You should be explaining.
You got a long time. You got a long time to let us know.
There's like a family portrait, in the thing, and then they paint her into the portrait at a certain point, and you're like, when you have painters on staff, this is
just call up Ralph, get him to retouch it.
Yes, this is not your standard family that has painters on call. No, it's like really weird. So
now I feel like I have to watch it. So thank you for that, Dan.
You don't have to watch it. We got to finish Jury Duty too, or Company Retreat.
I've finished Company Retreat. I have to start Jury Duty. Still haven't watched it, and I have to watch Jury Duty because James Marsden is now hosting the reunion of Company Retreat. So I want to make sure I have Jury Duty.
I told you about this on the show.
I know,
and James Marsden in Jury Duty is
amazing, right?
He is beyond a treat. You were just like, every line he says, you're just like, Oh, it's so good.
I love him so much.
He's so funny, and I think he plays a dick, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's playing a version of himself, right?
So he plays a self.
Yeah.
He is the actor James Martin, but he plays a self-absorbed dick version of himself, and you're just like, oh, I love this, because that understanding what the trope is and then embodying
100%.
it, but not embodying it, in just enough of a heightened way. You're just like, okay, 10 out of 10. He was incredible. We're gonna have to rewatch that one.
I think he's great.
Yeah, and good places for improvisers to go and do their thing, which is beautiful.
Amen.
Okay, Tony. So you have the choice. We could if you want to call the audible and we do whatchamacallit, we could do whatchamacallit.
Let's just do Avatar, Dan. Let's do Avatar, and then we'll get back to regular scheduled programming. We got to get out of the way,
I don't care either way. I don't want to watch it. But
I know you don't. That's why we have to do it. See,
this is why you want to do it, because of the sexy one that's in there. You knew that there's the sexy one.
Is there sexy? Oh, I think is she in the trailer?
There's a super sexy one that people are all like, oh yeah, she's like mean sexy.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite kind. Oh, Dan, I think I'm gonna like this one. This is gonna be the first Avatar that I enjoy. What a treat.
My only question is, did we do the first Avatar, or did we just skip right to the second?
I can't remember. I know we did the second.
Oh yeah, I
feel
know
like
we did
we've done. I think we've done them both.
I don't know.
I think we did 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure.
I have to go look.
We might have done 2 first and then gone back and did the first one after we did the second.
I don't think we did the first.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I've ever rewatched it.
Now's the perfect time. You got 9 hours to kill this week, right? You can watch all 3 of them.
You're gonna rewatch 2?
God, no! I refuse to rewatch the second one. Refuse.
I mean, sucking the brains out of whales. That was just weird. That's just. I mean. I'm all for environmentalism, but don't make it terrible.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, all right, let's do. So what is this one called? Do you remember?
Hot Fire.
Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash.
Got it.
Avatar.
There's your title.
Yeah,
there's your thumbnail title.
Fire and Ass. Okay, Tony.
Beautiful.
Hey, everybody, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. As one collectible guy I deal with, Steven, he just said, oh, yeah, I love your guys' show. I've been watching it. I'm like, wow.
Oh, shout out, Steve. Steven probably didn't make it this deep in the show, but shout out to you, sir. We appreciate you.
He's like,
what a sweet guy.
I watched some of it. Enough's enough.
That's fine.
15, 20 minutes, and then I tap out. But
that's actually pretty good. I respect it.
But so it's we're slowly. We got Todd out there. We got our buddy in Australia. We got Steven. We're slowly like that.
We're getting a handful of fans here, people. I mean, this is exciting stuff.
But thank you all for anybody that survives us.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Respect, nothing but respect. Reach out. We're lonely. Come hang out with us.
Or don't.
Because
we don't need you. Oh, sorry. Spoke the quiet part out loud. We do need you. We do need you.
We do. We need it. We need it. We need the love.
And maybe we'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, watch it!